Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Wahidullah. I am chemistry lecturer here at Cordoba School and Colleges. Students, we are going to start the course of 10th class. The very first chapter of 10th class is chemical equilibrium. For today's lecture will be on chemical reactions. Let me tell you what are the lecture content for today, and these are chemical reaction and types of chemical reactions. The types of chemical reaction are irreversible reaction and the second one is reversible reaction. Now dear student, what is a chemical reaction? So let me tell you that chemical reaction is actually a chemical process in which two or more than two substances combine and form new substances. Dear students, let me tell you that chemical reaction can also be defined as it's a chemical process in which one substance might be decomposed and will form two substances. Okay, those substances which combines here in the case of a chemical reaction, they are called reactants. While the new substances which are formed as a result of these two combinations, they are called products. Let me give you an example of that. As you people can see, here hydrogen gas react with oxygen gas or hydrogen gas combine with oxygen gas and they form water. So here in this reaction or in this example, these two substances, these two chemical substances, these are actually reactants. They react with each other or they combine and they form a new substance, and that new substance is water, while we can say it's a product as well. Similarly, we can take another example, and that is calcium carbonate. When it is decomposed, so that will give us calcium oxide along with carbon dioxide gas. So dear students, let me tell you, as I told you, that chemical reaction can also be defined as those chemical processes in which one substance might decompose and will form two new substances. Here in this case, this substance which was decomposed is reactant, while the resultant substance or formed substance, that is called a product. Dear students, basically we are having two main types of chemical reactions, and these two types of chemical reactions are irreversible reaction and reversible reaction. Now it's time to explain what is irreversible reaction. So dear students, it's a type of a chemical reaction which proceed in only one direction. It's a type of a chemical reaction which proceed in only one direction. Which means that in this type of a chemical reaction, in irreversible chemical reactions, the reactant will combine with each other and they will form product. It proceeds, we can say that it can also proceed from left to right. Okay, we can take the same example as in case of water, that is 2H2 plus O2. And they give us 2 moles of water molecule. Here 2 moles of hydrogen gas react or combine with 1 mole of oxygen gas, and they gives us 2 moles of water molecule. So here what happens, like this reaction proceed in only one direction, while reversible reaction Reversible reactions are those types of a chemical reaction which proceeds in both direction, which mean that here in the case of reversible reactions, reactant will react with each other and will form product, while those product will react with each other and will form reactant back. Like in a case of irreversible reaction, what was happening, that the reactant react with each other, they form product, while here in the case of reversible reactions, the product will react with each other and they will form the reactant back. Like in the case of calcium carbonate, yes, it is very clear from the example that here calcium carbonate decomposed and formed calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. And while we take this example from our right, so you can see that the calcium oxide combines with the carbon dioxide and they form calcium carbonate. Remember students, you can see that it is very obvious from the board that we have represented irreversible reaction with a single arrow, and we have represented reversible reaction with a double-headed arrow. It shows that the reaction will proceed in both directions. It will proceed from left to right, as well as it will proceed from right to left. So dear students, actually this was all about the types of chemical reactions. And one thing more that is very, very important. Remember students, reversible reaction does not go to completion. Like these reactions will not be completed. Why? Because as you can see, in the very beginning of the reaction, we will be having enough amount of calcium carbonate that will be converted into calcium oxide along with carbon dioxide. With time, what will be happening, like these carbon dioxide and calcium oxide will combine with each other and they will gives us calcium carbonate back. So actually this reaction does not go to completion. Okay student, it was all about the very first lecture of chapter 1, chemical reaction and its types. Thank you so much.